are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
We back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. And man, I don't know about y'all, but that Team USA lost to Germany in the 3v3 debut. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, y'all. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. But Ron Howard sold. Ron Howard sold. Period. Y'all, I'm just at a surprise right now. I'm kind of just shocked at the fact that they started off 5-0. It looked like they had this game in the bag. Like it looked like they were on the way to a smooth victory. Hailey Van Lith led the team in scoring though, 6 points. Ron Howard had 1 point. She was out there chucking. She looks gassed. She looks tired. And honestly, that spot could have went to someone else, y'all. That spot absolutely could have went to somebody else. That is the wrong. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, man, honestly, though, shout out Hailey Van Lith. Shout out Hailey Van Lith. So, what we saw, in my opinion, we saw Hailey Van Lith lead the way with 6 points. Looking at a little bit of the stats for y'all. Y'all tune in, lock into the stats. There we go. So, looking at the stats, Hailey Van Lith had 6 points and 2 rebounds. Led the team in scoring. I think, too, we have to mention the fact that it's so impressive because she is the only college player in any basketball format, like on any basketball team for Team USA. She's the only college player right now. Initial takeaway, the Germany game. They start off 5-0. It gets ugly after that. They end up losing the game. And I will say, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this before we get too deep into it, y'all. It was a 17-13 game. Germany took the win. I'm going to say this before we get too deep into it, though, y'all. They did lose a game the last Olympics, the first game, and they went on to just steamroll everybody else. So I'm not here to say we should panic or worry or nothing like that. Also, I just want to say I was very impressed again. I just want to emphasize I was very impressed with Hailey Van Lith's performance. 6 points, 3 rebounds, and the plus minus, man, like her impact on the game. It was people on social media like saying that it was like trying to blame Hailey Van Lith for the loss. Like how? The youngest player there, the only college player there, and she stepped up and made shots. Exactly. Hailey Van Lith has 5 gold medals and won the gold last year with no WNBA. Exactly. And she hooped last year. Her and Cameron Brink. Cameron Brink was MVP of that tournament last year. Them two really set the tone for that team last year, man. I honestly, if they had Cameron Brink in there, they may not lose this game. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're missing. Like Dearica Hamby is going to have to put this squad on her back. It's obvious. It's obvious. And if Ryan Howard is going to continue to play like this, oh my gosh. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule, guys. If Ryan Howard is going to continue to play like this, so they play again tomorrow, and then a couple of days later, of course, they got Australia, Spain, France, Canada, ending with China. So that gives you like they have a chance to bounce back tomorrow. And I'm not saying that we need to panic either, just because of the fact that, you know, the Team USA lost last year in the first game too. But yeah, I agree. I think they're missing Brink. I absolutely think they're missing Brink. It's nasty work right now. I think they're missing Brink, and I mean the defensive presence is not there the defensive presence in the side. Like how Cameron Brink was bothering almost every shot that came in. Her length was insane at that level. The block shots, the rebounding. Like Cameron Brink really, her game really excelled. Like her development excelled in that tournament last year. Like going up against pros as a college player is just going to be beneficial. But yeah, they're missing Brink. Hey, Hailey Van Lith was hooping today. I respect it. I respect it. She played a little hero ball, but she was being aggressive. Like it seemed like nobody wanted to step up when Germany went on that run. Team USA got punched in the mouth and never really countered. -4. Nasty word. I think she was in a bad spot because everyone had her placed as Alexa's replacement. Yep, definitely two different players. Definitely two different players. I agree. I just don't understand, I guess. Like I feel like if you're not healthy, why would you not want to be 100%? Like why would you want to be the weakest link on the biggest international stage in sports? Like this is not the time to be figuring it out. I will say though, guys, and I want to reiterate this. They did lose their first game in the last competition they had. They did lose their first game, and they still went on to roll everybody, and they still went on to get the gold medal. Yeah, Bonner would have been good too. She's a dog. She's just a bully out there. Lindy says Howard's head was not in the game. Yeah, she did not look like herself at all. I was really surprised. Like, I mean, y'all, that I just have never seen her play that bad. She was the worst player on the court. She was the worst player on the court, hands down. I couldn't believe that. Y'all, give me y'all's initial takeaways from the game. Give me y'all's biggest takeaways. Yo, Ron Howard should be replaced. I hope she bounces back. Like, I'm not a hater or nothing like that. Like, I like her. Could you imagine the Fever drafting HVL, having Caitlin Clark at point and HVL at the two? Hey, I hope Hailey Van Lith uses this last. I feel like she's in a last chance use situation at TCU. I really hope she uses this opportunity, man, to just re-up her draft stock. Cause y'all gotta remember, back in her junior year, like she was killing at Louisville, one of the best guards in the country, one of the best scorers, averaging 19.7 points a game. I thought she would have been she was on a lot of people's first round mock drafts coming into this season, a lot of people's player of the year awards, and she just didn't fit the system, never looked comfortable, never figured it out at LSU. I respect her for getting out of her comfort zone, making a change and challenging herself, going to, learn the point guard position, a new position in a new system from one of the college game's greats. I respect that. But I think a change of scenery was necessary. She struggled in the SEC. She was getting cooked. Um the scoring wasn't there. She just wasn't operating well. She had a career high in assists, so respect, but she started losing minutes to last Terapoa. Bro, RC, I just got done watching gymnastics a minute ago. Sunny Lee and Simone Biles putting in work, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot, and then trying to create videos around it.